And champions, welcome to Neo TISA. I want you to listen to this topic, JUPEB students, if you want to do well in your chemistry. If you want to do well in your chemistry, don't play with periodicity. The reactions of S block element, P block element, and what? D block element, and their trend, the trend of the periodic table. It takes about 12 questions in your OBJ. We have series of videos we are going to do on this. Let us start with this. This is S block element. This is the first series of this video. Please follow us as we move, because we are going to do a lot of series. And if you know this, the chemistry JUPEB is the easiest. Is the easiest. You are sure of A. I'm telling you, you get your A. S block element. What is the meaning of S block element? These are elements that have their last electron entered the S subshell. Elements in which their last electron enters the S subshell or S orbital. Let me write it down. These are elements that have their last electrons enter. It could be electron or electron, because we have two groups. Enters S orbital. Enters S orbital. And what are these elements? These elements can be found in group 1 and group 2. Let me write it out. When you have group 1 element, you have hydrogen, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium. Group 2, you have beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, boron, and what? Radium. Then you have a special element, which is what? Helium. Don't forget, helium can be found in group 18, but it has its last electron on S orbital. Helium can be found in group 18, but it has its last electron on S orbital. That's why the electron configuration of helium is 1s2, 1s2, 1s2. Electron configuration of helium is 1s2. It has the last electron on S orbital. But technically, it is not classified as what? As S block element. Why? Because it is in group 18, which are the noble gases what? Group. Group 18, which are the what? Noble gases group. Because there is a question in 2020, JUPEB, 2020 number 30, JUPEB, which we are going to do. Helium was in the option, calcium was in the option, and they asked you to find the word, the S block element. You will see the question. The answer to that question is calcium, not helium. But let's move on. Where you have this, I said these are what? Elements. They have their last what? Electron enters what? S orbital. And they are group 1, group 2 what? Element. But don't forget, hydrogen, I've explained this. Hydrogen is a gas which can behave like group 1 element, can also behave like group 17. That means group 7A. You know that. This hydrogen can behave like group 1 element, can also behave like group 17 or group 7A. That means this hydrogen can behave like halogen family. Halogen family, where you have fluorine, chlorine, bromine, iodine, as 13. You have astatine, tennessine. Take note. This hydrogen can behave like this one, like this halogen family. That's why, and don't forget, it's a gas. But we are going to talk about what the S block element, which are metals. This hydrogen will be discussed in another video because a lot of questions do come out on JUPEB on what? Hydrogen, which you have to know. In 2023, question on hydrogen came out. Take note of that. A lot of questions on hydrogen came out. Take note. Now, hydrogen is an S block element, but it has two characteristics. It can behave like group 1 element, and it can behave like group 17 element. That means group 7A, the halogen family. And this helium, even though the electronic configuration is 1s2, the last electron is on s1 orbital, but technically, conventionally, it is in what group what? 18, which are the noble gases. Take note of that. Take note of that. Here, another thing, take note. These two groups, I told you they are the S block element. Why I circle this element, this one, and I left, and I have calcium and I have francium. Okay, let me circle this. Then I left francium and rhodium. Take note. This one, they are nuclearly stable. They are nuclearly what? Stable. That means I mean lithium in group 1. Lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium. Beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, boron. They are what? Nuclearly what? Stable. They are stable. Why this francium and radium? Francium and radium, they are unstable. They are nuclearly what? Unstable. They are nuclearly what? Unstable. They are nuclearly unstable. Since they are nuclearly unstable, they are radioactive elements. They are what? Radioactive elements. Take note of that. It's coming out in your exam. In S block element, there are two groups, group 1 and group 2. Then lithium in group 1, lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium. In group 2, beryllium, magnesium, calcium, strontium, barium. They are what? Nuclearly stable. Then when you have what? Francium and what? Rhodium, which are in period 7, period, horizontal arrangement, period 7, they are not what? Stable. They are unstable. Since they are nuclearly unstable, they are radioactive what? Element. They are radioactive element. Listen to this question from JUPEB 2020. Listen to this question from JUPEB 2020, number 30. JUPEB 2020, number 30. JUPEB 2020, number 30. Because I won't make this video to take long, maybe 30 minutes, but the subsequent video will be 45 minutes. Because you have, once you know the what? The trend of periodic table in your JUPEB, in your OBJ, you are sure of getting 15. Because that is where bulk question come out. Bulk. Please. Because I've looked at the JUPEB from 2015 to 2025. I've seen that. Please take note. Okay, look at this question from 2020, number 30. Which of the following is an S block element? Is an S block element? Is an S block element? Which of the following is an S block element? Option A, we have calcium. Option B, we have argon. Option C, we have chlorine. Option D, we have helium. They say which one of them is what? S block element. From what I just explained, the answer is what? Calcium. Even though helium has its last element on s orbital. But because it is classified, conventionally placed in group 18, it is not an s block element. Among the other, the one that is the answer is what? Calcium, which can be found in group 1, period 6. I told you s block element are group 1 element and group 2 element. And out of those one, the last one in group 1 and group 2, they are not what? Stable. They are not nuclearly what? Stable. Because they are radioactive what? Element. And hydrogen will be discussed specially. Then let's move further. Let's move. Let us look at the reactivity before the reactivity of these elements. Before the reactivities of these elements. Before the reactivities of these elements. Let's take group 1. Group 1. The first group of the S block element. I told you S block elements are 2, group 1 and group 2. Let's take the group 1 metals. The group 1 metals. 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 These group 1 metals are called, write it down, alkalis metals. Alkalis metal. Alkalis metal. Write it down. Group 1 metals are called alkalis metal. They are called what? Alkalis metal. They are called alkalis what? Metal. They are called alkalis metal. Next one. Because they react with water to form strong bases. They react with water to form strong bases. Strong base. They are called alkali metals. That means I'm talking of lithium, sodium, potassium, rubidium, calcium, francium. Don't forget, hydrogen is a gas. It's a non-metal. It's a gas. It's a non-metal. But I'm talking about our group 1 metals. Take note of that. They react with water to form a strong base. There's a question that came out on this in 2023 JUPEB. We are going to look at the question. We are going to look at the question. A lot of questions do come out on this. Please, if you need physical video, online lecture, physical lecture, don't forget to call any one of those 2 numbers on the YouTube. And don't forget to share this video with your friend. Then subscribe. Press a subscribe button. JUPEB, you have just 3 months or 3.5 months to your exam. This is where you need us. You need me. You need us. You need Neotisa. For physics, chemistry, math. You need us. Please take note of that. Take note. They react with water to form what? Strong bases. That means when you have lithium plus H2O, you form lithium hydroxide with liberation of hydrogen gas. Take note of that. Aqueous. Then gas. When you have sodium plus H2O, you have sodium hydroxide with the liberation of what? Hydrogen gas. You can balance the equation. We have to put 2 here, 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 put 2 here. The equation is balanced. Hope that you know how to balance the equation. We have potassium plus H2O to form potassium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas. You have put 2 here, 2 here, 2 here to balance. We have rubidium plus H2O to form rubidium hydroxide plus H2 gas. Put 2 here. The reason why I'm writing this, I'm not considering francium. Don't forget, I won't consider francium because francium is not a metal. It's a radioactive element. Francium is not a metal, it's a radioactive element. Why? Because it is unstable nuclearly. It is nuclearly unstable. And don't forget the definition of radioactivity, radioactive decay. That means when you have what? Unstable what? Atom disintegrating. That means francium and radium, they are unstable. They are not metal. They are radioactive what? Element. Take note. When you have calcium plus H2O to form calcium hydroxide plus hydrogen gas, aqueous. 2 year, liquid, solid. 2 year. The equation. Then look at this. I told you when they react with what? Water, they form strong base. The weakest base out of them is what? Lithium hydroxide. The weakest base out of them is what? Lithium hydroxide. That means they are all strong bases, but there is what? The weakest one of them is what? Lithium hydroxide. Why the strongest one of them is what? Calcium hydroxide is the strongest base among them. They are strong bases, but the weakest is what? Lithium hydroxide. Why the strongest is what? Calcium hydroxide. Even though they are strong bases, they still have weakest one, which is this. Why? Why do we have lithium hydroxide as the weakest? Why? Because of its atomic size. Atomic size. I will still explain that. The atomic size, ionic size, hydrated radius. I will still explain that. Those things affect so many things under this group. Take note. I can simply say lithium hydroxide is what? Less than what? Sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide is less than what? Potassium hydroxide. Potassium hydroxide is less than what? Rubidium hydroxide. Rubidium hydroxide is less than what? Calcium hydroxide. That means the weakest one of them, the weakest base is what? Lithium hydroxide. Even though they are all strong bases compared to their corresponding what? Group. They are strong bases, but the weakest one is what? Lithium hydroxide. Take note of that. And take note, the reaction when lithium reacts with water. When lithium reacts with water, the reaction is a steady reaction. A steady reaction. Steady reaction. When sodium reacts with water, the reaction is vigorous. Vigorous. This one. Vigorous. The reaction is vigorous. When potassium also reacts with water, the reaction is also what? Vigorous or violent. But this one is more vigorous than this. More vigorous. Let me say more vigorous. Now, when rubidium reacts with what? With water, the reaction is what? Violently. It's more violently. Most vigorous out of these three. Most vigorous. Most vigorous. Most vigorous. But when calcium reacts with water, the reaction is explosive. It's very reactive. Explosive. 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 Then look at this question from what? JUPEB 2022 number 31. 2022 number 31. That will be the last one. Because I told you we have series of videos that will be done on this. Series. And as I'm teaching you, we pick questions from your JUPEB to show you that these are JUPEB questions. If you know your periodicity and the trend, and what? And organic chemistry, you are sure of making A in your JUPEB. I'm telling you that. What's that? Free of charge. Let me look at this question. Let's look at this question. Look at this question. Look at this question. 2022, number 31. 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 Let me write it. 2022, number 31. Listen to the 2022 JUPEB 2022 number 31. It says list the group 1 element potassium, sodium, lithium, rubidium, calcium in order of increasing reactivity with water. Option A, you have sodium, reaction of sodium with water is less than reaction of lithium with water. Lithium with water is less than rubidium with water. Rubidium with water is less than potassium with water. Potassium with water is less than calcium with water. Option B, we have potassium less than rubidium, less than calcium, less than sodium, less than lithium. C, we have rubidium less than calcium, less than sodium, less than potassium, less than lithium. D, we have lithium less than sodium, less than potassium, less than rubidium, less than calcium. Look at this. From there, what was the answer? This is the order. They are increasing order on their reactivity with water. I told you from what I wrote down, I told you lithium reacts steadily with cold water. That means the reaction with cold water is what? Less. Why? Because it has the smallest size. It has the smallest size. And it has highest ionization energy. It has this lithium as what we call the highest hydrated radii. I'll give you hydrated enthalpy. We have what we call hydrated enthalpy. Take note. Hydrated enthalpy is thermodynamic factor, which make lithium the most reducing agent. But the most reactive is calcium. The most reducing agent is lithium. All these things you will see, they are there in your past question. I will still explain them in the next video. But let us look at this. We are looking at their reactivity with water. Reactivity with water. What will affect that is what? Is their atomic size and ionization energy. The atomic size and ionization energy, which are the kinetic factor. From what I wrote down, I told you lithium reacts steadily with cold water. Therefore, its reactivity with water is smaller compared to sodium. Sodium reacts vigorously with cold water, That means sodium reaction with water is higher than lithium reaction with water. Followed by potassium. Potassium reactivity with water is greater than sodium. Followed by rubidium. Rubidium reactivity is with water is greater than potassium. Followed by calcium. Calcium reactivity with water is greater than rubidium. There is a factor that affects this, which is atomic radius, atomic size, and ionization energy, which are the kinetic factor of reactivity. That means the most reactive among them is calcium. Therefore, it will have the highest reactivity with water. While the least one is lithium. Therefore, the answer to this question is option D. Option D. Take note of that. Please take note. In the next video, we move further. I will simplify all those things I've said. I will simplify. But with this video, please watch it, share it with your friend, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Any physical class, online class, don't forget to call any one of those two numbers. Then you will see it in the comment section. Please Please, spread this good news. JUPEB, you can't fail chemistry, you can't fail physics. You are sure of having A. I'm telling you that. With us, you are sure of having A. There's what we do that will make you have A's. We know those topics you need to read, you need to tackle to have A's. Please. Thank you. I remain myself, Jama from New Tisa. God bless you all. How many minutes?